last sort of 6 months have been sent so much good music that's not signed. So I'm making an album now, a Dig Deeper album, which is going to be a compilation of all the really amazing music that have been given. People have been writing tracks with the label, doing remixes for me, and it's a real honour. You know, it's really, for me, it's really flattering. You know, some people out there that, you know, that I really admire and respect are doing and adore, are giving me music and saying, look, I made this for your label. So for me, it's like brilliant. So,
but like who? Can you name a few?
Yeah, a few guys. You know, loads of people like Dave Angel, Andreas Sugg, Giorgio Roma. And then we have also like some more sort of like newer guys, like there's a guy called Vadim Yershov, I think that's how you say it, from Toronto. There's like a whole range of people I've got, you know, like a really nice, I've got about maybe 40 tracks signed, so I need to try and find a way to push that into one album. It's going to be a long album.
But that's actually what you're all about, eh? You really want to play longer sets.
Sometimes, yeah. Not always. Yeah, I don't enjoy turning up, you know, when it's like really super energy and then, you know, playing for like 5 hours. I like tonight because Paul is playing, he plays really deep and mellow, and it's a small club, it's underground, I can go and I can play I imagine I can play, you know, what I like to play, which is my nice deep, you know, sort of sexy, futuristic tech funk house. And
oh, so that's how you label it, because people like to label DJs, and you're like into progressive or tech house. And so, what was it? How can we label you?
Deep, sexy, futuristic tech funk house. I didn't invent that. My first ever manager invented that back in 1995. So I gave him the credit, but it still works though. I've spent the last sort of 4, 5, 6 months getting tracks signed, getting them remixed, getting my tracks remixed, blah 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 blah, and then, you know, hopefully finding a way to put that all together into a Dig Deeper compilation, which hopefully will come out in January. And that's really kind of like the only thing I've been working on. You know, I've been pretty boring. I'm pretty lazy.
Today, Danny Howells. What decided you to bring him over just before ADE starts?
I've known Danny for many years actually. I just think he's just a brilliant talent, you know, musically and also personality-wise. He's very spontaneous, and he has a way of connecting with the audience in a very unique way, and he can bring the whole room up with his energy. So yeah, that's why Danny was top of our list to bring in. But we have a few more ideas for more DJs, but you know, you'll have to keep an eye on that for the future, you know.
What's your connection with Ferry Corsten's label?
Ferry, yeah, I had a couple of tracks out on Left Recordings last year, which of course is Ferry's label. I'm trying to remember the name of the track. Weekender and Langard, I think we had. And yeah, he plays our tracks on his radio show, Corsten's Countdown. And there's a few other ways which we're looking to work together. I'm not quite sure totally how, but yeah, Ferry's been a great support to what we're doing, so it's exciting, yeah.
Hey, you grew up in the UK, and what decided you to come live in Holland?
I really had a choice between Amsterdam, Berlin and New York. I didn't really fancy Berlin. To me that seemed slightly more techno-orientated. New York would have been difficult because of the visa situation, you know, the bureaucracy and everything. And yeah, I really just chose Amsterdam. I really like the people here. I like the way that there's a culture of conversation and diplomacy and debate. I think it's really cool. I think that this country also really takes pride in its artists. You know, obviously back, you know, the Dutch Renaissance, 17th century. So there's a real history here. And of course, for house music, Amsterdam's probably the world capital right now. So I hopefully made the right choice many years ago, you know, to come here. Yeah.
What is Floorplay about?
It's a very, very good question. I would say it's just I mean, I feel just a music fan, and I just do what I love, and I would like to think my taste in music and my taste in running a night appeals to a certain niche of people. It's not for everybody. Everybody has their own view of music, but to me, it's a very, very deep and passionate thing, and I really respect music, and I want to see it done right. That's why I started Floorplay, because I felt, I mean, I played at a number of parties, and I just figured I could do maybe something better myself. Yeah, so that's how Floorplay came about, and long may it continue, you know.